Okay, do you sense that your business is immune from business cycles? Because once you've got a customer, then they stick with you whether times are good or bad because they've got so much of the fundamental data of their business really embedded inside your software.
Well, I think we never take our customers for granted, nor should we. But I think you are right in that we see ourselves as a macro-resilient business because we are helping our customers manage their cash flow. And while certainly we hope that times are always good and they're able to thrive, and our job is to help them thrive more, it's also to help them survive. We saw that in times like COVID, because that cash flow management for a small business is the key to it all, of course.
Okay, but a lot of SaaS businesses, software as a service businesses, they take a long time to build. Let's give our viewers a bit of a lesson of the rule of 40. Why is that so pivotal to a software business? And why is it that you, having achieved this now 3 years in a row, makes it important for your investors?
Well, first of all, as you noted, it does take time to build a valuable software business, and Xero's almost 20 years old, which is hard to believe given the amount of TAM ahead of us. Now, I think when you think about that rule of 40, for people who don't know what it is, it's adding up your growth rate as a company and your free cash flow margin. And so it's always a good representation or single metric in which to think about whether the company is growing top line and whether it's also delivering a lot of cash flow or profits. And so I think the key to us achieving rule of 40 for the third time with this result has really been being very disciplined in where we put our capital to drive top line growth, while of course keeping our costs under control.
Okay, it's almost a bit of an essence in some ways, a reflection of the cash burn. We hear about cash burn with the likes of Netflix, of Spotify. They go a long time burning shareholders' cash before they become really sort of cash accretive in many ways. That's the trick, but you've been there now for quite some time.
Yes, that's exactly right. So, I mean, many software businesses and indeed companies in Silicon Valley do start by not being profitable as they build subscriber share and then increasingly enter a phase where there are opportunities, of course, to keep building subscribers, but also keep adding value and operating leverage to the business. And, Xero really entered that period about 3 years ago where we really started focusing dually on top line growth and also operating leverage.
But you don't pay a dividend to your shareholders. So from that point of view, you continue to invest in the business, trying to grow the business, particularly in North America, because if you can crack that market in a big scale, then from that point of view, that's where there is genuinely significant amounts of cash which come to the shareholders long term.
You got it. You hit the key on the head. Like, we don't think about dividends right now because what we really think about is long-term shareholder value creation. And we know the single biggest indicator of that is being able to grow your revenues year on year consistently at an accelerated rate, and most of all, impact. Growing your customer base and their usage of your product. So the U.S. represents probably one of the biggest untapped markets for Xero, even though we have been there a while, really just building our presence in the U.S. And investing more to capture that opportunity.
Sukhinder, Singh, Cassidy, I appreciate your time on the program today.
Thank you, Ross. Take care.